Hello everyone! October 3rd is Anime Naruto's birthday. This means that on October 3rd, the very first episode of the legendary anime about a boy with a not very easy fate, but who was incredibly persistent and wanted to achieve recognition was released. Uzumaki Naruto. 20 years later, almost everyone knows the story, at least briefly. Even from people who have not seen a single episode, you can hear the words Rasengan or Sharingan, an incredibly long story which seems to begin quite childishly, but over time, it took on the features of an increasingly serious chronicle. The world of shinobi was incredibly cruel, and therefore the little boy, from the very beginning, had to become stronger and stronger again in order to resist it and achieve his goal. And during his incredible life, Uzumaki Naruto used a huge number of different modes that helped him achieve his goal. Prepare some tasty treats and sit back. The story will not be short. Enjoy watching, everyone. A nine-tailed demon was sealed into a little boy who had been trying to get out all his life and influenced him through the influence of his demon chakras. Could not get out because of the seal, but when Naruto was very angry or was near death, the fox demon already took control of the body, and thus he slowly broke the seal. The very first mode when Naruto used Kurama's chakra was blue eyes with a fox pupil. This mode can be called the very first and essentially pass-through mode, since it appears only when Naruto has already calmed down and Kurama's chakra leaves Naruto's body. In general, there are no significant features in this mini-mod, so let's move on. Cover of the Demon Fox. Naruto first demonstrated this mode in his battle against Neji. After being nearly defeated by his opponent and unable to use his chakra, Naruto decides to use the Demon Chakra. Outwardly, Uzumaki does not change in any way, but at the same time, he is completely covered with Kurama's chakra. Strength increases and speed becomes incredibly high. This helped Naruto defeat the genius of the Hyuga clans. Let's move on. Partial transformation. Naruto is not covered in demon chakra, but changes in appearance. His eyes turn red, and his pupils become thinner and smaller. In addition, fangs and claws grow and sharpen. Naruto's hair also begins to lengthen, and his whisker-like markings on his cheeks become wider, darker, and more prominent. You could say Naruto is becoming more wild. This mode gives him incredible speed and strength, and his regeneration increases. Thanks to this mod, Naruto was able to defeat Haku and Sasuke. In addition, the true essence of Uzumaki can be attributed here to Dark Naruto, who is completely equal to the original, but he only differs from the real Naruto in his eyes, but still worth at least mentioning it. The original forms of Kurama and Naruto. Chakra covering and transformation can be said to be a transitional stage of the mode, with transformation and the first tail. Obviously, all physical indicators become even higher, and the demon's influence on Naruto is much greater. A dark clone of Naruto, or you can say the incarnation of a fox in human form. He himself is similar in appearance to Naruto, but completely black, with red fox eyes and long claws. And on top of everything else, he has a natural tail, like a real fox. This demon Naruto is very strong, and the original resisted him only using Senjutsu, which once again emphasizes his strength. The demonic clone of Naruto can use Kurama's chakra directly, and of course, various modes of the fox demon. Let's move on. First tail. When Naruto is very angry, the fox manages to break out from under the seal, and he can create a dense shell from his chakra. A transparent red covering with the bubbles of seething chakra protects Naruto from physical harm, but to some extent causes harm to the body. Naruto becomes even more wild and fox-like. The most significant manifestation is the chakra tail sprouting from Naruto's body. There can be 9 of these tails in total. One tail is not particularly dangerous for people, but with each new tail, the threat increases. And at the 9th stage, the demon fox is completely freed from the body. This almost happened once, but more on that a little later. One of the advantages of the shroud is that it is able to independently respond to threats that the Uzumaki may not even be aware of. Naruto with one tail is not particularly dangerous for ordinary people, but his opponents will be hurt. Further, out of rage, Naruto develops a second tail. In it, Naruto is even more aggressive. It can control himself less and less, and is more suppressed by a real animal, or rather, a monster. At the same time, physical indicators increase even more, and breaking some huge cobblestone or rock does not become a problem at all. But much more interesting is the third tail. When it appears, a small zone appears in which absolutely everything is allowed. Nearby environments will also be damaged, including metal and huge structures. Then, a huge whirlwind appears that blows away ordinary people. Also, with just a simple scream, Naruto can cause enormous damage to a person. In addition, the chakra becomes even more alive and can create additional pause both for defense and for attack and movement. Of course, Naruto becomes even stronger and faster, but at the same time, he loses the full ability to control himself. There's still an opportunity to calm down and stop everything, but this is not in our case. Four Tails, completely submitting to the beast and his own rage, Naruto exposes himself to the monster. Naruto's body is used as an exoskeleton for the dark red, almost black chakra shell that envelops him. The physical attributes of the fox demon, which were not clearly defined in previous modes, become more significant. In this way, the chakra tries to give the Naruto a miniature form of Kurama, but as close as possible to his original appearance, the distinctive features of the beast, such as claws or ears, appear even more clearly. Activating the Four Tails releases incredible amounts of energy, creating craters around Naruto, as well as destroying any shackles that were previously placed on them. That's it. Speed and the chakra move to a new higher level. Outside of past modes, the chakra cloak remains a reliable defense against attacks. For example, Kusanagi Orochimaru was unable to penetrate Naruto with Four Tails, and advantages such as chakra arms are still available. But on top of everything else, Naruto's ability to distinguish between friends and enemies has completely disappeared, so he attacks any person in the immediate vicinity and tries to defeat him by any means. This form itself is unpredictable in terms of consequences for Naruto himself, since the destructive properties of the Kyuubi chakra burnt Naruto's skin, so the cover consisted not only of chakra but of his own blood. But probably the most important advantage of this mode is the ability to use the main weapon of the Bijou, the tailed bomb. Dual mode is also worth mentioning. Naruto in meditation mastered two modes with Four Tails at once. Directly the first version, a weaker one, and immediately the second. The abilities and other things are unknown since they were only shown once. You can also mention the Four-Tailed Naruto from Chikara. Naruto's demonic clone could also go into Kurama modes and easily enter Four-Tailed mode. He himself was slightly darker in appearance than Naruto, and his eyes were red, unlike the original. Like the original, he gained all the abilities that Naruto had in the second stage. He demonstrated impressive speed and strength, and the clone could also create incredibly powerful shockwaves with just a scream. But after receiving more chakra from Kurama, Naruto's clone turned into a giant copy of the fox. Although the clone was slightly smaller than Kurama himself, he had enough physical strength to level large urban areas with one swing. Of course, such a Naruto simply could not calm down on his own, and therefore the number of tails will only grow. 5 tails were only partially demonstrated, but it's logical that Naruto becomes even stronger and angrier, and it is from this tail that the skeleton of Kurama himself begins to appear. The ice also changed to yellow. Kurama's powers are getting higher and higher, and his strength no longer has limits, and the speed at which Naruto moves allows him to bend tails, much like it was in the case of Guy when the 8 gates were activated. He can also use a tailed bomb in the form of a real machine gun, and from such a terrible chakra, everything nearby will simply be destroyed. With 7 tails, Naruto takes on the form of Kurama himself and becomes very huge. His mode and skeleton are combined, and a kind of demon named Naruto is formed. Its destructive capabilities became even greater, which Kurama actively used. But also worth mentioning is the demonic Naruto with 7 tails. After the demonic clone of Naruto fell into Amanohoko, the tower released a large amount of dark energy, and Naruto turned into the likeness of Kurama with 7 tails with heads on them. Subsequently, there were exactly 9 heads. This demon is incredibly strong. He could transform the tailed bomb into lasers to increase his combat power, and even Naruto had a hard time dealing with him. Don't forget also Naruto in an unusual mode, one might even say intermediate. This Naruto received a strange mode. An unusual yellow chakra came from Naruto's stomach, and his body itself was covered in black, glowing seals. Strength and speed became incredibly huge, but with this came anger. Plus, Naruto also partially transformed, but as I said, this is only an intermediate mode, so let's move on. After Jiraiya was killed, Naruto went to Mount Miyaboku, where he trained in the use of Senjutsu. Naruto was able to master the perfect hermit mode, which is symbolized by Naruto's toad eyes and the pigmentation around his eyes. This mod increases all physical indicators and the equipment becomes much more powerful. Naruto can also sense the chakra around him and even sense an impending attack without even seeing it. At first, Naruto had to stand still for 5 minutes to use this mode and leave spare shadow clones in battle. to collect natural energy and maintain the mode in battle. But later, Naruto improved his control and this problem disappeared. But much more interesting is the Hermit mode combined with Kurama's chakra. Naruto's and the Toad's eyes combined with the Fox's and became something between the two modes. This mini mode combines the abilities of two mods at once, strengthening them several times. Also, just by looking into Naruto's eyes, Nagata felt Kurama's most terrible chakra and was very scared. In Chikari, when the fox took over Naruto's body, the children asked Naruto to stop and help them. Then Naruto remembers his father's words and is freed from the fox's control. But the demon's chakra remains. Because of this, Naruto entered the incomplete QB mod. Naruto's speed and strength reached a whole new level. Naruto saves his beloved Doku, and using a mixture of the tailed bomb and Rasengan, kills his clone. But this is not the last unique mode in this mini-story. When Naruto was covered in seals and was under Kurama's control, a huge six-tailed Kurama appeared around him. This is an incomplete tailed beast mode, given that Naruto and Kurama were quite strong and were even able to resist their counterparts and dominate them. After Naruto decides to gain control of Kurama's power, Kira B takes Naruto and Yamato to a special room where Naruto is about to fight the Kyuubi for control of his chakra. In his subconscious, Naruto removes the seal and enters the battle using the Seinen mod. When using the Kyuubi's chakra mod, Naruto's eyes turn orange, but his pupils remain the same. At this point, a yellow curtain of chakra covers Naruto. Like Kyuubi's previous Jinchuriki, in this form, Uzumaki is able to sense negative emotions, apparently regardless of distance or obstacles. It also releases a powerful life force while the mode is active, despite the abilities and enhancements gained. Naruto initially experiences some limitations when using the Kyuubi chakra mod due to Kurama's refusal to cooperate with him, and because of this, he was unable to use the Bijudama, although he was eventually able to create a miniature version of this technique. Due to Naruto temporarily giving up his chakra in this form, and instead relying on the Kyuubi's chakra, there was previously a risk that Kurama could absorb all of Naruto's chakra, which would result in his death. That's why Naruto was initially cautious. When Kurama finally left Naruto alone, all these restrictions lost their meaning. While using this mode, Naruto has at his disposal a colossal reserve of chakra, allowing him to use more powerful variations of various techniques. His extraordinary speed is so enormous that he can easily dodge the Raikaj's fastest attack. Kurama mode. The Kurama mod is a complete version of the Kyuubi chakra mod, as well as the Biju mod without full transformation. So Naruto is able to use the tailed bomb. Naruto's pupils become vertical, like a fox's. The marking on his face becomes thicker and larger, and the shape of his chakra cover changes into something like a cloak, similar to the one Minato wore. In this mode, Naruto receives even more Kurama chakra, allowing him to project Kurama's body part. Naruto is also able to share his chakra with others, so that other people can use these modes. Naruto can also combine his Kurama mode and Scenic mode to further enhance his senjutsu powers. His pupils become a combination of two forms, Toad and Leaf, and according to Naruto, in this improvement he absorbs natural energy faster, and therefore he can stay in this combination of the two modes much longer. Since birth, Naruto has only had one half of Kurama, but after the war, Kurama reunited again, and so Naruto's regime became stronger and a little different. This mod made it possible to fight with the Toneri and even defeat him with just one blow with Kurama's chakra. Of course, strength and other indicators have improved, and control has reached perfection, Biju chakra fashion. In this mode, Naruto creates a full-sized translucent Kurama from the chakra with lines along the body. This Naruto, together with Kurama, becomes incredibly strong enough to fight against 7 Biju at once. He could create huge Biju ladies and replenish the energy of everyone who entered the chakra shroud, healing almost any injury as well as temporarily giving chakra shrouds. Also, after receiving the second part of Kurama, Naruto can summon a full-fledged Kurama, and even separate him from himself so that he can confront his enemies. But the Biju mod was not lost in the future. Due to Naruto becoming a full-fledged Kurama Jinchuriki, Uzumaki is able to create a much larger Kurama than before. It seems even bigger than the original itself. Strength and others, of course, became higher, and the colossal reserves of chakra became much larger. Also worth mentioning are Kurama and Susan. Well, of course, this is not exactly Naruto mode, and you can't do it without Sasuke's help, but still it's at least worth mentioning. Now, there will be one of the strongest modes. After Hagoromo transferred some of his power to Naruto, Uzumaki was able to use the Rakudo Sanin mode, the highest power at which Naruto's strength reaches its maximum, thanks to the use of Rakudo chakra. This mode allows Naruto to comprehend the nature of chakra and everything that surrounds them in their world. Thanks to him, Naruto gained the ability to use the hug at the highest level. With this, he can revive dying life forms and restore lost body parts. Additionally, Naruto's durability became incredibly powerful, allowing him to withstand colossal damage. The user's speed increases to the point of being able to evade Kaguya's teleportation and even catch her off guard, as well as dodge attacks at the speed of light. In addition, the user gains the ability to fly, which greatly increases maneuverability during battle. Sensory abilities also increased to a level comparable to that of the Ten Tails Jinchu Oriki, as Naruto was able to sense Madara Uchiha's power. Similar to the regular Sannin mod, the mode allows you to sense attacks and dodge them. Well, probably the main advantage of this mode is that Naruto can improve the transformation of the Jubi's chakra absorption, acquiring the similarity of the Kurama chakra fashion cover. Unlike other transformations, Naruto's skin does not glow with Kyuubi's chakra. The huge lines all over the body disappeared, but a necklace of Tomo appeared, and a unique Tomo image was formed on the back, which Hagoromo and the Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails also had. Also, after Naruto combined Rikudo Senjutsu and Kurama mode, he had 9 Kudadams, which Naruto could change shape at will. But after fighting with Madara, Kaguya, and then Sasuke himself, they were completely destroyed, and he cannot get new ones. Well, the final strongest mode is the Kurama Ashura mod. In the final battle against Sasuke Uchiha using the cloning technique, Naruto creates 2 clones of the Biju mod, the cover of which is combined into one. This creates the 6-armed, 3-headed Mega Kyuubi. This mod allowed Naruto to use the strongest attacks in his arsenal. In the 3 right hands, there was a huge Spiral Rasen Shuriken, and in the 3 left hands, there was a huge Tailed Bomb Rasen Shuriken. This strength was enough to stop the strongest attack from Susanna, who was filled with the chakra of all 9 Biju. I hope someday even new and stronger modes will appear in Naruto's arsenal, but the old modes are over. Request to fans of Naruto and Boruto: if you like the video, I will be glad to support you. Like it and write a comment. You can also repost the video and recommend it to your friends. I will be incredibly grateful to all of you. Well, bye everyone.